Hello viewers, it's me, Ghostface. I'm afraid Matthias won't be joining with us cause he had a little incident with someone gutting him up like a fish. So I'm taking over review for Scream 6, which by the way, check out my new movie Scream 6 now on Paramount Plus. And with that being said, what's your favorite scary movie?
Alright, moment of truth. It was me. I'm Ghostface. And the reason I've been on a killing spree was because I was trying to find the person that spoiled Scream 6 for me. Mainly who was Ghostface on my comment section on TikTok. Jokes aside, though, hold up a second. Let me just, hang on. Yeah. I don't know how this worked, as I just had this, and because, like, if I had the hang on. Hold on a sec. Let me just put the mask back on. The reason I had that black thing in there was because to cover my eyes, since you just see them, but, I can't tell that was probably, a good idea. It may have looked weird, like, let me see what it's gonna look like. With what, no, wait, that's, no, that should have worked. Oh yeah, that should have worked. But no, actually though, and I think I've already mentioned this in my movie vlog for Scream 6, someone did spoil Scream 6 for me, mainly who was Ghostface, and, I did not think it would happen, but I guess it was bound to happen, and I'm pissed about it. Now, no, I did not try finding who did this, because I'm not an actual psychopath that would want to start killing people. But if I did want to do something to the person that spoiled Scream 6 for me, I'd just give him the bird. You for spoiling who's Ghostface. But with that being said, hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review of the channel. I should have already made this as soon as I made my movie vlog for Scream 6, but I really did try seeing this movie as early, as soon as possible, but just everything just likes to backfire on me. Now, how did it backfire exactly? Let's just say that we were just too busy doing other things around Thursday and Friday, which kind of is unfortunate because I seriously really wanted. I said that I wanted to go see Scream 6 day one in my Scream 5 movie vlog. Now, some things came to fruition. How do I pronounce that? Still, everything came to fruition of me seeing Scream 6 with a costume that arrived late on the mail, so I had to go to Party City and find a random cloak that was probably used for women. I don't know, but it had to do. And this is the same mask I used for when I went to go see Scream 5, but I couldn't be able to get another one, so yeah, I had to ruin this mask, but I have no regrets. Now, sure, it ain't perfect, but hey, I'm proud of it. Just downside of it is that you could see my eyeballs in here. Still though, enough about me being upset I never got the chance to see it early and just had to see it on a Saturday, which, yeah, it's a bit annoying that I had to see a movie on a Saturday. I saw Black Widow on a Saturday when I wish I saw that on a Friday, but my dad was busy with something back in Vegas. And then same goes for Sonic the Hedgehog, too. I wanted to see that badly, but my dad was able to get tickets for Saturday. And what other movie besides Sonic 2, Black Widow, and then Scream 6. No, that's all I could think of. But yeah, now was I supposed to make this video after making my movie vlog. I wanted to do another Scream ranking video, and also, of course, a spoiler review. But as you read the title, yeah, I am going to be dumping spoilers in this video, because why not? Most of you have already seen the movie, and actually, speaking about the movie, yeah, it is streaming on Paramount Plus now, and in fact, I did just watch it last night for my second viewing, as I did want to rewatch it again in theaters, whether it be by myself, or I'd have to have my mom drop me off, whether I was 16 or 17, still, I wanted to go see it again in theaters, and sadly, that did not happen. But hey, at least I got to watch it again on Paramount Plus. And wow, I actually got to rewatch Scream as soon as it hit the streaming platform. Since last year, I was shocked to find out that, oh my god, Scream 5 is on Paramount Plus? Oh, can't wait to watch that. I didn't end up watching Scream 5 until December of 2022 with my brother. So as of right now, I have seen Scream 5 4 times. First viewing was in theaters. Second was in December. I have not seen Scream 5 for the past entire year. The only time I saw it was in theaters, and then I watched it again with my brother as I covered a movie reaction, of course. Which, speaking of which, my brother has not seen Scream 6, sadly, in theaters, but, maybe he's doing me a favor, because expect a movie reaction of him watching Scream 6 this summer. And it's gonna be fun getting his movie reaction. But yeah, as I was saying, my second viewing was with my brother as I covered a movie reaction with him. Then third viewing was with my mom, as I actually do have a movie reaction of my mom reacting to Scream 5. I still need to edit that, but expect it maybe around October-ish, unless I upload it as soon as possible. I've only edited part 1. I meant to edit the other bits, but just I've been too busy trying to edit other videos to catch up, and just yeah, life's just, life's been crazy, let's just say that. And then, of course, my fourth viewing would be as I was rewatching the Scream movies in prep for number 6 around the same week as Scream 6 was coming out. So yeah, I've seen Scream 5 4 times. As for Scream 6, yeah, my first viewing was in theaters, and then second was as of last night. And I was a bit concerned if I would have a changed opinion about Scream 6, as I was a bit worried of rewatching it, but now that I rewatched it last night, no, yeah, I still have the same opinion I had when I went to go see it, and in case you've seen my movie vlog, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I freaking love this movie. In fact, I prefer Scream 6 over Scream 5. Hey, nothing against Scream 5, but just, Scream 6 is a superior sequel, even though it's not like number 2 and is technically number 6, as we got like 6 freaking movies and a TV show that isn't canon to the movies. Right? The Scream series isn't canon to the Scream movies, right? I'd have to double check. Alright, hopefully this works. I put tape on the mask because I wanted to hang up the mask just to showcase it since I don't have a mannequin head to showcase it. Because I want to hang this up somewhere, whether it be on the wall or just have a on my shelf. I don't know, but I just wanted to show the mask off in this review, and hopefully I don't make this too long, since I did just finish editing my Guardians of the Galaxy review, as I made that video last night, and well, sadly, this mask is gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to put the mask down, but you basically have seen that since I was wearing it a couple times. Still, anyways, enough chit chat. Let's just talk about my thoughts on Scream 6, because, yeah, I barely just want to talk about this movie, because I have not stopped thinking about it ever since I watched it, and again, I barely wanted to see this again in theaters. Now, even though I did not see it again in theaters, at least I got to rewatch it for the second viewing, just not in theaters, just on Paramount Plus. But since it's not Paramount Plus, I'm going to be sure to rewatch it as many times as I can until I buy the damn movie. Speaking of which, I still need to get the other movies to add to my movie collection, as I did try buying Scream movies, whether it be DVD or Blu-ray, back in December, but I figured, you know what, I might as well buy those around when Scream 6 is coming out. It'd be much more easier. Same goes for the Mission Impossible movies, but I'm going to be getting those around July, because that's when the movie comes out. By the way, we should be getting a second trailer sometime this week at CinemaCon, because the movie comes out in like 3 months. Like, we have, the first teaser trailer came out back in last May, and we got nada. No second trailer, which is crazy. Okay, gone off topic, but still though, I badly just want to talk about my thoughts on Scream 6, because again, I ended up loving this movie, as I had high expectations for this movie, and my expectations were met. They were met. Or another word that I cannot think of at the moment. Now, I did took notes about what I wanted to talk about for this review, and yeah, like I said, I did want to do a spoiler review, but since the movie's been out for like a month in theaters, and it's now on Paramount Plus, so if you have Paramount Plus, be sure to check it out if you haven't. And yeah, definitely check this movie out if you haven't, because I am going to be dumping spoilers in here, so spoiler warning. Now, I'm not going to mention spoilers right away, but I'll put up the warning as soon as you see it. Like, as soon as you see the warning, just stop watching the video and go watch it immediately. Actually, in fact, stop watching this video and go watch it right now, and then come back to this review. Anyways, enough chit-chat and screwing around. Time to talk about my thoughts on Scream 6. So, what were my expectations for this movie? Obviously, I wanted to see something different now. Even though I'm not, like, a long-time Scream fan, I did want to have the formula changed up a bit. Wanted the franchise to take some risks, since 5 movies in, I pretty much have seen the same formula done over and over again. I'm, like, thinking, okay, now it was time for a change of pace for the next movie. Hey, I love the formula, but I want to see something new, something different in the next movie, which, where is it going to be taking place? New York? Oh, that is perfect. Oh, new mask? That is also perfect. So basically, I wanted to see something completely different. I wanted them to change up the formula, and, they did exactly what I wanted to see in this movie. Not only did we get a deteriorated mask, which, like, this is the first time we get to see Ghostface wear a different mask, as he's just got, like, he's just got, like, a plain mask throughout 5 movies, but for the 6th movie, it's, like, this is Billy Loomis's old mask. This is the original mask, well, not this one, in the movie. You get what I'm trying to say. And, I don't know what's up with me having a thing with deteriorated masks, because, like, I like Michael Myers' mask in the Blumhouse trilogy, and just, like, do I just have a thing with deteriorated masks or something deteriorated? Because it just looks badass and cool for some reason. I don't know. I guess I got a thing for that type of stuff. I don't know. But I love that this movie takes place in New York City, as, here's what's scary about New York City. It is a big city. Like, seriously, it's a big, huge city where no one can hear you scream. Same goes for space, as no one can also hear you scream in space. But what's terrifying is that this movie takes place around, like, Halloween. And, wanna know what Halloween is about? Dressing up and going out to trick-or-treat. And people are obviously gonna be dressing up as Ghostface, but you're not going to be able to tell which one is Ghostface, because either this Ghostface is just a regular dude dressed up as Ghostface, or this is the actual Ghostface that's been trying to kill you, that's been chasing around all over the freaking city. This movie definitely had so much potential with it being set in New York City, and yeah, potential was not wasted. But speaking about Ghostface, I know I mentioned about Ghostface being brutal in Scream 5. Well, Ghostface is 10 times brutal in this movie. Actually, in fact, he's quite terrifying. Ghostface is not only more brutal than he was in the last movie, but he was straight up terrifying. And this is something I just realized. The last movie did not have any chase sequences, and I'm like, oh wow, how have I not noticed? And this one, we finally have chase sequences, and yeah, it is straight up scary, especially with the bodega scene, where the Carpenter sisters just walk into the grocery store, or the bodega, whatever it's called. They think they're safe and sound from Ghostface, as they don't think he's just gonna walk in there. But no, Ghostface doesn't give two as he just straight up walks up into the store, or bodega, god dang it, I cannot pronounce it correctly. So he just walks up in there and kills 3 people. One with a shotgun. And everyone was just having an issue with him having a shotgun as a signature weapon, when really he was just gonna have a shotgun for one specific scene. His signature weapon is just always gonna be a knife. But then again, the killers always have guns by the time they reveal themselves. So I had no problem with him having a shotgun in the movie. And not gonna lie, seeing him with a shotgun looked pretty cool, even though it was also terrifying at the same time, since he just straight up murdered 3 people in a bodega. Did I pronounce that correctly? I'm not too sure. Also, the kills are freaking brutal as well, especially around the ladder scene. Everyone were just talking about how much the ladder scene was terrifying. Okay, I was gonna say that I don't think it was terrifying, but I take that back. Now that I think about it, it's quite terrifying, because I imagine just having to walk through the other building through a ladder and try not to fall off. I'd be dead in a second if I'd end up falling off that ladder. Now that I think about it, I may just have a new fear unlocked. But yeah, Ghostface is not only brutal, he's just terrifying as hell in this movie. But one of my thoughts on the Core 4, which, yeah, I love the Core 4. I dug the new characters in the last movie, but I love them even more in this one. And that would be the Core 4, which is a pretty badass name. Okay, maybe not badass, but it's a cool name, either way. Obviously, everyone had amazing performances in this movie, especially the actress that plays Samantha, along with Jenna Ortega as Tara. I'll dance with my hands. I messed up the Wednesday dance. Imagine Wednesday going up against Ghostface. Oh, wait, she has went up against Ghostface. Well, imagine the actual character Wednesday going up against Ghostface. Who do you think would win? Okay, I'm getting off topic. As for the new characters in this movie, I definitely enjoyed the new characters that were introduced into this movie that, sadly, were killed off, as they're pretty much a body count, as we know that the Core 4 are going to survive this movie. Well, I mean, they still have a high chance of getting killed off, because Randy got killed off in Scream 2, that I am still going to forever be pissed about. But everyone has been praising for the actor that plays Chad in this movie, and I didn't know why he was getting so much praise, but now I've seen the movie, yeah, Chad's a freaking MVP in this movie. Not only he's the MVP of this movie, so is Kirby, which I'm so glad that she was not killed off in Scream 4. I was so upset that they killed her off, but knowing that she actually survived, that just makes me happy, knowing that she made it out of Scream 4. Even though she's got a scar on her stomach from, damn it, what was his name again? Oh, no, wait, it was Charlie, right? No, yeah, it was Charlie. I think it was Charlie. Is it Charlie? I'm not too sure. Alright, now I'm going to start mentioning spoilers for Scream 6. So, if you have not seen the movie, again, hop off this video, go watch it right now. If you have Paramount Plus, still, hop off this video, go watch the movie, then come back to this review. Anyway, spoilers coming in 3, 2, 1. Time to talk about that opening sequence, which, funny story, my mom was trying to find me in the theater, and she had trouble trying to find me as the room was pitch black, but still, she didn't know which seat I was sitting in, so I had to help her out, try to find our seat, and as she was having trouble trying to find me in the theater, she had to witness one of the most brutal opening kills in the entire franchise. Honestly, I call that Samara Weaving was going to be the opening kill. It was pretty damn obvious, as I kept telling my mom about this, and I feel so bad for dragging my mom into having her take me to see Halloween and Scream 6, but thank God I did not drag her into Evil Dead Rise, as that movie is way worse than what she had witnessed in the other two. But here's where the movie starts to take risks and just change up the formula immediately, because I feared that they would show the title card once this Ghostface had killed her off, but no title card had popped up. The scene just kept going on, and what made my jaw drop to the ground was they straight up revealed on who was Ghostface. And I was shocked that it was, Tony, I cannot pronounce his last name. He plays, Flash Thompson in the MCU Spider-Man trilogy. But still, though, I sensed something was coming, and I'm like, there's no way he's gonna there's no way he's gonna take off the mask, is he? And he did, and I'm like, oh my freaking god, they're doing something different. Oh my god, they are actually doing something. They are taking risks. They are changing up the freaking formula. I'm hoping they do this in the next movie, where we get to see one of the ghosts who is Ghostface right off the bat in the beginning of the movie, and then we just follow him along with the core four, knowing that, oh crap, you can't trust him, he's Ghostface. But they'll probably save that for, I don't know, Matthew Little's character. Which, I'm gonna get to that later. But still, though, I could not believe what I had just witnessed. Like, that was crazy, but bravo! Like, holy crap, that had to be one of my favorite scenes of the entire movie. Even though, it was pretty, pretty dark. As me and my mom were talking about this, and she's mentioned about how she's just not into this type of thing, about how there's actual serial killers out there, how there are people that are like this. Just having to witness that opening scene, yeah, I see what she means. She has a very solid point about this. But yeah, definitely one of the best opening kills in the entire freaking franchise. Another thing that was completely unexpected was the romance going on between Chad and Tara. That was totally unexpected, but I didn't have a problem with it. In fact, I did find it to be cute. Probably because I happen to be a sucker for romance. But no, it was totally unexpected, but I didn't mind it at all. Also, Ghost Billy came back as I kind of expected he would. And yeah, I didn't lose my mind over it like I did with the last movie, as I was shocked to see Billy Loomis back from the dead. Well, not technically back from the dead, just as a ghost, as that's technically canon in the franchise, since, yeah, these characters can now see their dead parents. I mean, we saw in Scream 3 with Sydney seeing her dead mom. So yeah, that's technically in line with the franchise, but still, though, I pretty much called that we would end up seeing them again, but if I'm being honest, I thought it was way done better in the last one than in this one, because I was just like, yeah, I think they did a way better job with him in the last one than in this one. But, oh well. So, want to know what I was spoiled about? Actually, you probably already know, as I mentioned it earlier in the video. Yeah, I did get spoiled on who was Ghostface, but would it count if I had already knew they were going to be Ghostface? I don't know. I don't know how this works with spoilers, with seeing it coming or predicting something. Just, I don't know. But what I was hoping to see in Scream 6 would be 3 Ghostfaces, as we never had 3 Ghostfaces. Only 1 to 2. 1 was in 3, we got 2 in the rest, but in this one, I got what I asked for, and I was so happy about it. We ended up getting 3 freaking Ghostfaces, and I completely lost my mind. Like, I was shocked just to see 2 Ghostfaces around when they were basically killing Chad, which I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. Which, by the way, that bit where they looked at Sarah and Tara and just did that thing at the same time, like, that was freaking awesome. Like, I was just losing my mind throughout this entire sequence. As soon as those 2 Ghostfaces popped up, and I'm like thinking, is there 3? No, wait, there's only 2. Wait, I don't know what's happening. Not only was I shocked that there were 3 Ghostfaces, but I actually called it on who was gonna be Ghostface. Now, I had 3 predictions. I got 2 right. And that would be Detective Bailey and Ethan, which, by the way, speaking about Ethan, that's who I was spoiled about on who was Ghostface. Someone said that Ethan is Ghostface on my comment section, and I was so freaking pissed about it. And I couldn't tell who was Ethan, whether it was Sarah's new boyfriend that she's been hooking up with, which, by the way, was my 3rd prediction, but I'm honestly glad that he was not Ghostface, as I ended up liking the dude. But I hate to say this, but he's definitely going to be getting killed off in the next movie. There's no doubt. But I couldn't tell if that was him or the actor that was in Avatar: The Way of Water. Which, by the way, my mom was shocked just to see him all grown up. As the last time we saw the actor in the movie was in Avatar: The Way of Water. And he was way young in that movie. And that's because they were filming the Avatar movies back to back. He looked like that in 2019. We're in 2023, and this is what he looks like right now. A grown-ass kid. But yeah, it was funny just seeing my mom's reaction to, oh my god, he's all grown up. But next time, I'm going to be sure that I avoid social media just so I don't get spoiled on who Ghostface is, because this is practically the first time I got spoiled on who's Ghostface. And I do not want this to happen again once Scream 7 is coming out, whether it be next year or in the next couple of years. Which, actually, when are we going to get Scream 7? But actually, though, I could not believe I called it once again. Now, obviously, Richie was an obvious choice because never trust the love interest. Everyone knew that the boyfriend was going to be the killer in the last movie, so that was basically a lucky guess for me. But just, like, I called it again. I feel so happy. Not happy. I feel so good right now. Now, sure, I could say that the movie was predictable. I saw it coming and all that, but no, I actually feel good about myself. Now, if I did got it wrong, I probably would have accepted it. I'd be a little bit upset about it, but I'll get over it. But guess what? I called it, and now I think about it, I feel like I called it on all three ghost faces, even though I got 2 right and 1 wrong, but just, there was a death scene, well, a fake out scene, actually, where Quinn was being attacked by Ghostface, and my mind was just like, no, wait a sec, I'm not trusting this. I feel like she could be faking her death, but I'm not too sure. That slit throat looks convincing. But as soon as she revealed herself as either Ghostface number 2 or number 3, either way, I was shocked, like, oh my god, I practically called it, what the hell? I should probably wrap this up quickly, because it is like, oh damn, it's like 10:25 right now. But still though, I could not freaking believe that my gut was telling me that, no, don't trust that Matt, she's faking her death. I'm not buying this shit. So I just could not stop losing my mind over this. Like, I was just having fun. I was feeling excited. I just felt good about myself. Now, fans were having complaints about the third act being problematic, and I didn't understand why. But now having to see this for the second time, I can maybe see. Now, for the first viewing, I don't think I had any nitpicks or gripes. Unless I did, as I mentioned in my movie vlog. I'm not too sure. I'd have to rewatch that. But for my second viewing, yeah, I did give it like a 10 out of 10 for my first viewing, but my star rating has gone down a little bit, but only by a 9 out of 10. Oh, damn it, I gave away my rating score for this review. Hi, sorry to interrupt, but that's the only time I mentioned about my rating score, as I was a bit of a rush of trying to end the video, as it was like 10 p.m. at night, but yeah, I forget to bring it up at the end of the video, so in case you want to know my rating on the movie, yeah, I did give it a 10 out of 10 in my movie vlog, but of course, for my second viewing, it followed down a little bit, but only by a 9 out of 10, which is still high, which is still pretty high, but yeah, I gave it like a 9 out of 10, I have it right up next to Scream. Like, this is as good as the first Scream movie. And if you want to see my ranking list of all the Scream movies, you can check out my Letterboxd, which I'll be sure to put in the link in the description below. Anyways, now back to the review. So if I had any negatives to say, yeah, I could see why the third act's problematic, but I still like it. I guess it's just the motives I'm a bit hesitant about. As, yes, this is definitely a rehash of Scream 2. But I'm gonna let it slide, but, let's just pray to God that Scream 7 isn't going to be a rehash of Scream 3, because let it be something different. Take more risks, but not too many. Otherwise, we'd be going off the rails, and, yeah, that would not be great for the franchise. But yeah, I definitely have a few nitpicks here and there, and one of them would have to do with the third act, but I still like the third act, and the motives I'm a bit hesitant about. But still, even though it's a rehash of Scream 2, I'm going to let it slide. Because if I'm being honest, I may prefer this over with what they did with Scream 2. Now, with 3C Films, he prefers what they did with Scream 2, and I can understand why he was not too much of a fan of the third act, but I had a blast with it, probably because I'm not like a long-time Scream fan, as I've only gotten into the series like 3 years ago. But hey, totally understandable, and yeah, and at the end of the day, it's just our own, we just have our own opinions about something. But yeah, I was just having a blast throughout the entire third act, and just, yeah, I had fun with the third act, even though I could see why it's a bit of a problematic third act, if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. But yeah, I found the third act to be fun for me, as I was just having a blast, just feeling good about myself, knowing that I called out on who was going to be Ghostface. I kind of figured that everyone had a problem with the third act, was because it was not only a rehash of Scream 2, but it just kind of went back to formula, unless they're just fine with that. I don't know, that's just what I was thinking about for my first viewing, but now for my second viewing, I guess I could see, I have a better understanding of why everyone was not too much of a fan of the third act. Actually, one of my nitpicks would have to do with the fake-out deaths. There was a lot of fake-out deaths in this movie, now that I think about it. Especially with Gale Weathers, who I seriously thought they were going to kill her off, but no, they let her live, and I'm a bit hesitant if they should have killed her off or not. I don't know. I'm a bit hesitant about it. And, oh right, I almost forgot. I seriously thought Chad was done for in this movie. Now, obviously, to be realistic, there's no way in hell he would have survived those stab wounds, as he just got stabbed so many times. But call me a freaking hypocrite, because I'm just glad that he's alive in this movie, as he was just one of the MVP. Like, he was just one of the best parts about this movie, as he was one of the MVPs for Scream 6, but just, yeah, screw the movie rules. I'm just glad that he's alive, alright? Don't kill him off in the next one, which, who am I kidding? They're probably gonna fully kill him off in the third one. I don't know, just don't kill off the core four. Man, like, they basically had to fake out deaths again with the twins, as they, like, we thought the twins were done for in the last movie, well, mainly with Chad, but I was happy that Chad made it out alive in the last one, and I'm more happy that he made it out in this one. But yeah, I figured that they were gonna leave off on the cliffhanger, but no, it leaves off on like a somewhat of a happy note and not like a total insane cliffhanger. I figured they could have maybe teased Matthew Lillard back as Stu, which, okay, I need to talk about Stu because they need to bring him back for Scream 7. I mean, sure, they say that he's dead, but is he dead, really? Sure, his face got crushed by a TV, but, for all we know, they could have taken him to jail, and, I don't know. There's just theories going around as we just badly want to see Matthew Lillard back as Stu. I mean, sure, he could be dead. He may not be dead. We don't know. We'll have to see, as there is so much potential for Scream 7. I already got theories going on on what could go down from number 7, and, yeah, I definitely want them to take more risks in number 7, but not too many, otherwise we'd be going off the rails. But let's have Stu Macher be back as Ghostface in number 7, and just have the whole marketing just be centered around him, like, hey guys, he's back from the dead. Otherwise, it would just be stupid if they just hide it for their marketing, and then by the end of the third act of Scream 7, he's revealed to be back, and just, that would just feel a bit anticlimactic. Just reveal one of the Ghostfaces and then hide who else is the other Ghostfaces. Because we already know that Stu Macher is Ghostface, so there's no point of hiding him. Just have him revealed right off, like, the end of the trailer for Scream 7. That is if Scream 7 is confirmed, which, I mean, come on. We're obviously going to be getting Scream 7. Scream 6 had one of the biggest box office openings in the entire franchise. Now, will it be coming out next year? Hopefully. Hopefully it'll be coming out next year. There was a rumor going around that they may start filming this October, but either that may not be possible. Actually, now that I think about it, that could be possible, because since the directors of Scream 5 and 6 are going to be working on another horror movie, we may have to have a new director, which, yeah, that could be a good or bad sign, but this director could possibly direct Scream 7, and that would be the director for the first 2 Happy Death Day movies, but also Freaky, movies that I personally enjoy. Yeah, if he ends up directing Scream 7, I would not mind it. But seriously though, we need Stu Macher back for Scream 7. Alright, can we please have Stu Macher back, please? Please, Radio Silence, can we bring him back? Because we want him back, alright? I mean, Matthew Lillard's already playing Purple Guy in the FNAF movie, which is coming out this October, which I'm still shocked that they even got filming done in the span of 2 months, and that we're getting it this year. Like, what the fuck? With that being said, those are just my thoughts with Scream 6, and yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite movies of 2023. And yeah, be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments down below. What did you guys thought about Scream 6? And I'm gonna say this right off the bat, they made a huge mistake titling Scream 5 just Scream. They should have just titled it Scream 5 with Roman numeral 5. But oh well, we're gonna be stuck with Scream 5 just being titled Scream, as it basically went with that route that every horror movie has been taking, where it's a sequel to the original, but is titled the same title as the first one. Like, for example, Halloween 2018, and apparently the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that we got last year. And same goes for the Candyman, that is apparently a sequel to the first Candyman, but is titled Candyman, either way. Which, by the way, I still have not seen Candyman, that came out in 2021. So, we're just gonna have to be stuck with that, but what could they title Scream 7? Roman numeral Scream 7? Or just 7? Or maybe a tagline? Who knows? We'll have to see. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Finally saw Scream 6 and my expectations were met. Best Scream movie since the original. Stay tuned for movie review.